John Cena has never won the Intercontinental Championship, but today we're going to try to make that a reality because today we're putting John Cena in universe mode for 1 year to see if he can win the Intercontinental Championship. And for us to do that, he has to be on the Raw brand. And we do know currently, right now, we do have none other than Dirty Dominic Mysterio of the Judgment Day as your reigning Intercontinental Champion. So we're going to get into it. We're going to see if he can actually become your Intercontinental Champion. And he's not on this week's episode apparently, but maybe we'll get something going for him in the coming weeks as we build. Matter of fact, let's see what happens at Backlash, because we do know he's going to be at Backlash. We have Backlash coming up here, and we'll see if he's going to be doing something of substance on that show. And no, he's not, but the Vision, I guess, imploded because we have Bronson Reed, and Bronson Reed defeats Seth Rollins. Oh boy, that's definitely going to cause a rift between all members within that group. But let's see if he's going to be on this week's episode of Monday Night Raw. And nope, he's not, but Dirty Dominic Mysterio is facing Sheamus and whatnot. So let's see what's happening here. On to week number 3. And is he going to be on this card? No, he's not on this card either. Maybe he's on his part-time schedule, apparently. I guess he's on his part-time deal. But y'all let me know what you guys think of Clash in Paris, because Clash in Paris was yesterday and everything like that. I want to get your thoughts and opinions on how you guys felt about the show and everything like that. Because to me, I just feel like the show wasn't all that good in my personal opinion. It could have been a lot better, but I just don't know what it was, right? I don't know if it was just because the fact that they're kind of in limbo because they don't have a lot of like their star power, kind of. And I guess they're just trying to coast until WrestlePalooza. And I guess they just didn't really want to put too much effort into the show overall, just because of WrestlePalooza. And this is the final, show on Peacock and whatnot. But I don't know. We have Dirty Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor closing the show. And Dominic Mysterio is still your Intercontinental Champion. But John Cena get John Cena on the card before we can make a claim to anything, apparently, because he can't even get on the card. And we got Dominic Mysterio and Braun Breaker here. I almost said Bronson Reed. And Braun Breaker got the win. And we got this week's episode of Monday Night Raw, and then we have Money in the Bank. But like the Women's Intercontinental Championship match was not good. It was awful. I'm not gonna even lie to you. Like, that had to be like the worst match on the card, easily, hands down. And then, like, on top of that, are we teasing the end of the Street Profits? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not mad at the idea of the Street Profits, splitting, because I feel like on one hand, Montez has a bright future ahead of him, but at the same time, what does that mean for Angelo? Does he get lost in the shuffle? And Finn Balor is the new Intercontinental Champion. So we have a new challenger, a new target, apparently. We thought it was going to be Dominic, the way he was going through these guys and everything like that, but no. We got a fatal 4-way. And Rusev wins that. Now, I do like the fact that they did add Becky Lynch to the Vision, right? Because that creates an interesting narrative, because what does this do now? Could we see a AJ Lee come back? Because I do think we're leaning into doing them having a mixed tag match at some point, and that being CM Punk and AJ Lee versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch, which is a match that I feel like it's a long time coming. I think a lot of people wanted to see that match, myself included, and everything like that. But we'll see if that does come to fruition, because I mean, we don't know what they might end up doing, so it's a possibility they might do anything. And we got Braun Breaker and Rusev. And Rusev retains over Braun Breaker. Because if that match happens, that's going to get a lot of views. That's going to get a lot of traction and spark within the WWE. Because WWE is going to do everything in their power to counter-program AEW's All Out and everything like that. And if they were to get AJ Lee, I'm sorry for Perez, who's been having an interesting and stellar year for herself. Could it be a Io Sky? Could it be a Rhea Ripley? Because we know Io Sky was supposed to originally have a rematch on Raw a couple of weeks ago, but it never came to fruition after we found out the announcement of Naomi's pregnancy. So they could slide her in there. Could it be someone that we're not even thinking of at all? It could be a plethora of different names. It could be someone like a Bailey, especially with the current iteration of her character that she has right now. And Rusev retains the Intercontinental Championship, but like that's gonna make me intrigued, right? That's gonna make me intrigued because I feel like Raw has some intrigue going for it. We still have the Intercontinental Championship. Dominic still defending against AJ Styles. Could AJ become the new champion? And we got December week 2, and John Cena's reign of not being booked continues. I need to see what's going on with John Cena. I need to see what is going on here with you, John Cena, because you haven't shown up once in the sim. You haven't shown up once at all. So he's on Raw. He's number 3 in the power rankings. He's just not being used. They just don't want to use him. I guess they just say, you know what, you're a star, you're an attraction, so we don't want to use you. We'll bring you on the show whenever we feel like bringing you on the show. And that's not going to be frequent, apparently. On to week 4 here. And then, like I said, they devoted a whole hour to Bronson Reed and Roman Reigns. Like, for what? There was no need to do that. There was no need for that. In my personal opinion, there was no need for them to do that. And we got Austin Theory and Rusev. And Rusev is still your Intercontinental Champion. Rusev's on a dominant reign. I guess that might be the guy to beat, apparently, for the Intercontinental Championship. And John Cena's still not getting used. We're heading into the Royal Rumble, and he's still not getting booked. That's crazy. This entire sim, he hasn't got booked once. And nope, they said, we're not going to use you. We don't want to use you, apparently. On to January week 4 here. And nope, he's not featured yet again. Maybe at the Rumble, apparently, hopefully. But even then, I'm not holding my breath because the way this sim is treating John Cena is literally mind-boggling. So we have Austin Theory and Rusev. And Rusev is still the Intercontinental Champion. Let's see what's happening on. For one, that's a big deal for her. 2, it elevates a new star and everything like that, right? So I think why not? Why not actually do that with her? And John Cena is finally on the show in a elimination chamber match for absolutely nothing at all. And Rusev won. So his first time showing up. Nice. Finally. So I guess they want to feature him in the road to WrestleMania, apparently. In some capacity. And we got Rusev and Ilya. And Rusev gets the win over Ilya there. They are booking this man like a tank right now. Rusev is a tank in this sim. And there we go. Back to doing nothing with John Cena, apparently. They need to give him something because, okay, finally. And we're in a main event. Finally. So let's see if John Cena can become the Intercontinental Championship. This can win the Intercontinental title. Flashback to WrestleMania 31, where John Cena defeated Rusev for the U.S. Championship. Could history repeat itself? John Cena looking to win the one championship that has eluded him in his career. And it's sitting on the shoulders of the guy that he beat back at WrestleMania 31 10 years ago to become U.S. champion. But can he do it once again for the Intercontinental Championship? John Cena's going to have to bring it tonight. Rusev's been on a dominant run as Intercontinental Champion. Uh-oh. John Cena's taking it to Rusev from early going into this match. But I want to get your thoughts. Do you guys think John Cena should win the Intercontinental Championship during his final run with and everything like that before he retires? Because I would love to see him actually be able to do it. Ooh, with a stunner. John Cena going to the top. We don't see this much. Ooh, with an elbow drop. John Cena taking it to Rusev, apparently. Ooh. John Cena got him in a prime position, but he has to keep his foot on the gas pedal if he wants to walk out with this Intercontinental Championship. He's letting... Oh, I thought he was about to let Rusev just come back in the ring on his own. John Cena, you got to be ready. You have to be ready. And a suplex to John Cena from Rusev. This may have been the opening that Rusev needed. And he reversed it. And John Cena's working over the leg of one Rusev here. And now with the stomps to the chest. Now Rusev's taking over now with the dominant performance. Now he's working over the arm of John Cena. That's going to be very crucial if he tries to go for that AA in this match. Ooh. John Cena. Back and forth between these two. Can John Cena get himself back in it? Ooh. And he got the better of the exchange, apparently, between these two. Ooh. Yeah, it's not looking good for John Cena. John Cena was dominating. Power bomb. John Cena, you're going to have to keep your foot on the gas pedal, my guy, if you want this championship. John Cena going to the top here. Calling Rusev to his feet, though. Ooh. Rusev might be in a bad position right now. The fight continues on the outside between these two guys. Rusev might actually be in a bad position right now. Going for a pin already. 1, 2. Oh, I thought he was about to win the Intercontinental Championship off of that. Cena, you have two finishers. Why are you not using them? And Rusev, if Rusev, it's back and forth between these two guys, but Rusev might actually win because John Cena with the diving headbutt. Going for the pin once again on John Cena. 1, 2, kick out. And then, uh-oh. Oh. Going for the pin yet again. 1, 2. John Cena, you have two finishers. You could have easily won this match, but because you don't want to use your finishers, Rusev is going to retain. I'm calling it now. Rusev is. Oh, going for the STF. Will, will this be for Rusev? And John Cena is the new Intercontinental Champion. He becomes a Grand Slam champion. History repeats itself from WrestleMania 31. It's ironic. John Cena won the U.S. Championship by defeating Rusev, and now he becomes a Grand Slam champion by winning the Intercontinental Championship by defeating Rusev. This was a hard-fought victory for John Cena, but it was very well worth it. But can he retain that Intercontinental Championship going into WrestleMania? So let's see what's going to be happening here. He won the Intercontinental Championship, which was the goal of the video. So I'm proud of John Cena. And he won it right before WrestleMania. So let's see if he's going to be defending that title on the show. And we got John Cena and Samoa Joe. And Samoa Joe got the win there. I guess that's a rivalry. So that was the go home show too, none other than WrestleMania. So let's see what's happening here. And nope, he wasn't on night 1. But let's see if he's going to be on night 2. And let's see. And he's in the main event with Samoa Joe. And John Cena's still the Intercontinental Champion. Love to see it. Love to see it. Love to see it. On to week number 2. Now, I believe we started in the month of October, if I'm not mistaken. So we still have a little bit of time to go and see if he was able to retain. He's facing Rey Mysterio. Hey, that's a dub. That's going to be I'm pretty sure it was a good match. John Cena got the win there. Now, let's see what the next pay-per-view is. Now, I know we have SmackDown. I have to pretty much do this and then go from there. And then, even though this is not really important or anything like that, this is not an important match or anything. This is not what we're here for. We're here for John Cena. We're not here for SmackDown. So let's see. Wait. Oh. Next show. Sorry. So we're going to probably go pay-per-view by pay-per-view because I doubt that they're going to have him, lose on a Monday Night Raw, but it's a possibility. And if he does, he does. And then Intercontinental Championship was not on the show. So let's go to Clash and see if he's going to be doing anything on Clash in Paris. And the Intercontinental Championship was not featured. Hate to see it. On to Money in the Bank. And nope, nothing there for John. And let's go to SummerSlam. And, oh, Rusev must have won the championship back at some point. Okay. Well, I mean, there goes the sim, you guys. Let me know how you guys feel about this in the comment section down below. Who would you guys like to see me put in universe mode next? Leave it down in the comment section down below. But make sure you guys super kick that like button, Superman punch that post notification bell, and speed the subscribe button. Takes 3 seconds out of your day. Do those 3 things for me. Helps in the progression of my channel as well. But with that being said, hope it is a great day, great rest of your week, and I'll see you guys in the next video.